lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
I
know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
The ball carrier.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Watson on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, a nice spin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Vince Beagle. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a run with Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Ball carrier
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The 6-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Justin Tucker set.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second and 9 now from the 21. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Richie James on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Dolphins have got it.
The quarterback on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by Miami.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right? I
think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's the option. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
It is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Buccaneers 21. Dolphins 17. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 24, Buccaneers 21. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now James returning.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
going right back to Akers.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jayon Brown in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
22 more yards there and another 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
1st down, Dolphins.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he completes it to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the Buccaneers' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Buccaneers 24. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's going to let it fly. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. 3rd down here. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. That'll bring up 2nd down. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
31.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.